Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I am very good. Thank you so much. It is my honor and pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for this invite.
Yes, well, we're more than excited to have you. I know you're an extremely busy person, so we won't keep you long today. But I had the pleasure of speaking with you when we were away in the Cayman Islands, and I've heard of you before I met you, but I never got to officially meet you and hear all your stories. So I thought it would be really inspiring to kind of, share with us kind of what your life was like before Monat, and then I have all kinds of questions. I want to pick your brain. I hope you don't mind.
Absolutely not. Of course, that's why I'm here.
Yeah. So for the listeners or the viewers today, can you share with us how to actually pronounce your name properly?
Ximena.
Ximena. Okay, so
Yes.
that is how you say her name. Anyone that's here, we want to welcome you, first of all, to the MONAT family. You're very new to the MONAT family, so it's a pleasure to have a new sister, in our family. And more so, thank you so much for, joining and spending some time with us today, because this benefits you none to come here to us. We're not even on the same team, but, it's great to, hear from our sister in our family. So
Absolutely.
what I would love to do is we'll just get going because people can catch the replay. I won't, kind of wait for people to pop on. Everyone can catch the replay later. So we'll just jump right into it to respect everybody's time.
Awesome.
So can you start with us, like your background? Who are you? Like, share us life before Monat. Like, tell us who you are and what your story is.
Absolutely. Well, welcome everybody. Thank you so much again for having me here. It is my pleasure. Like you said, this is part of the Monat culture, right? That we just collaborate. It doesn't matter if we get commission or not. It doesn't matter. We just, we're a big family and I love it. And that's one of the things that I really, really love about this business. So my name is Ximena Duque. I am an actress, actually. I've been in the entertainment business for the last, I would say, 17 years. Obviously, it's a different world for me. The business, side of me just came out 5 months ago when I started joining the business. So I've been doing a lot of stuff in the Latin market. I've been in the States since 1997. Never spoke English in my life, even though I went to school. But in Miami, you don't really need your English because everybody is Latin here. So never practiced my English until I got married 3 years ago. My husband, it's American. He's from San Diego, California. So I started practicing my English. So you're gonna hear my accent. I hope you guys understand. At least my husband understand what I say. He's used to my accent already. But anyways, I've been doing movies, soap operas, telenovelas, all drama stuff. I did, like I was telling you, in Grand Cayman, I did Days of Our Lives. I did it like for a year, which is a big soap opera that has been aired for 50 years in the American market. So, my world was just very different. I was not an entrepreneur at all. But of course, being an actress, being in the entertainment business, you have your brand. I have my sunglasses brand. I have a lot of things, and most important, I built my social media platform that I have more than 10 million followers around all my social media. So I got married on 2016, and then my priorities, of course, change. Being an actress is very sacrificing. You have to travel. There's a lot of time that you have to be away from home. I have a 15-year-old son. I got pregnant when I was 18. Not the best example, but of course I don't regret it. He's my angel, and it was tough. I had very tough times. I had to travel with him. I had no help. My mom was in Colombia, so it was really tough. I had to sacrifice a lot, but thank God, I made a good acting career in the Latin market. So I got married, and then I wanted a baby. So we have a beautiful daughter. She's 2 years old, and of course, I just you know, I just wanted to be with her 100%. She is my wife, my husband, and my son. I don't want to be away from them. And even though I got, you know, I had a contract with Telemundo, which is a network where I worked for the past 10 years, I had an exclusive contract. So when I had my daughter, I was so worried that they were going to call me to do a soap opera in Mexico, Colombia, you know, anywhere. And I had to be away from my family. So I talked to, you know, Telemundo, and we decided to break my exclusive contract, which was the best thing that ever happened to me, because obviously it gave me the opportunity to be home and explore different scenarios in my life, which, you know, Monet came into my life. So that said, having this big platform with so many followers, I I know that being an influencer, it is a lot. I mean, it is a big responsibility, and people follow you because they like you, because they love you, and sometimes they want to be like you. So I have to be a good example for my followers, and I will never promote anything that is not something I like. So, you know, that's how social media works. That's how influencers work. They pay you to do posts, they pay you to do stories. And, you know, I did good with that. But when my upline shared with me this opportunity, the way I saw it, besides the money, besides the business, I saw it as an opportunity to help a lot of women out there. People that just, you know, send me DMs all the time telling me how miserable their life is, or how sad they are because they have three jobs, they cannot see their kids. And the Latin culture is very different, and I know this because I have an American husband, is way different. You know, people come to this country for the American dream, but really it is the country where you have to work a lot. You know, people have 2 3 jobs, and it is tough, you know, as being an immigrant to this country. So, you know, I had all these followers, and, you know, and I just started feeling, okay, I need to help these people. How? Okay, I'm going to do, you know, conference, I'm going to empower women, but I needed something else. Okay, I could tell my story. I came, I didn't have papers. Now I'm a citizen. I did it. You could do it. But what else? So when I saw the opportunity with Monet, I was like, okay, this is how I'm going to help people. And that's what I've been doing. I've been 5 months in the business, actually 5 months, 2 days ago. I'm hitting director this month. Hopefully, I'm very, very close. Thank you. I have a lot of people, of course, because I move a lot, right? If I say in my stories, I have an opportunity for you, of course, I get a lot of people to sign up. And yes, I get a nice bonus out of them, but that's not where the real money is. The real money is creating leaders. And I could tell you today, I have like 15 girls that are really like running with this business. So I have a system. Let's say I created a system that is easy for me and easy for my team. And here I am, you know, helping people. And what I love the most is when we receive the checks and people, you know, they tell me, Ximena, you changed my life. Oh my God, I just quit my job. I could be with my kids. This is the best opportunity ever. I'm so grateful I follow you. So that's it. That's my answer, you know, and that's where I know I am in the right path.
I love that you come from a place of wanting to help other people, and you have that platform that you're able to help people. And, you know, we're lucky that, you know, our opportunity is the one that you chose, because I'm sure you could have had lots of choice out there with people coming at you, sharing things. So this is some things that I want to talk to you today about, is because, like, you're not the norm, let's be honest, right? Like, you're not the typical, like, 99% of market partners in MONAT, okay? Like, you're a 1% anomaly, and we want to celebrate that and congratulate you, because that, kudos to you. Like, amazing work. Like, you had a platform and you took it and ran with it, and like, the amount of people you're impacting is so inspirational to be able to do that. And what I love about you is that you are working from heart, you know, like, the money just comes after, but you are doing it for the reasons of helping other women, and that shines through your personality when you get to know you and what you're about. Like, that is amazing. It's not just kind of a money transaction thing. It's like, well, this is a good opportunity money wise, let's just do this. It's like you're doing it from your heart, which is, you know, it's going to make you go all the way here to even up there. Like, it's the sky's the limits for you. But what I wanted to address to the 99% of people is, okay, we know you had a big following, so we know people are going to buy into what you have. That's awesome. So the other people, so what the angle I would like to take with you is, because a lot of people work their business on Instagram, and there's a lot of influencers on Instagram, and a lot of people aren't influencers, but they know they have a good opportunity and they want to talk to someone such as you. Mm-hmm. So as an influencer who has like 3-something million people, what did your sponsor say to you to make it click for you? And I want to use this as inspiration for other people, because a lot of people think, well, I don't have that many followers, no one's going to listen to me. Well, what is it they said to you, you know, to make someone in your position say, okay, like, I know you were looking for something already, but what is it about it that maybe you could help other people talk to other influencers?
I would say the fact that I saw the opportunity, and that's how she presented to me. She was like, this is the opportunity you've been looking for, because you could help other women out there. So one, that was my first thought. I was like, okay, this is the opportunity. Second, she talked to me about the products, which, like I said, I never promote anything that I don't like. So I tried the products. She gave me the product. So that's one thing that you guys could do. Just, you know, spend some money, you know, out of your pocket and send an influencer just a gift, and just make sure you tell them, I don't need a post, I don't need anything from you, I just wanted to give you this so you could try it on your kids, for example, so you could try it on your dogs, right? So that's one thing that she did with me. She gave me the products for my daughter, for my dogs, for me, for my husband. So I was like in love with the products, and I'm like, okay, this really works, so this is good. So that, you know, and I just, when people tell me I don't have that much followers, really your clients or your market partners not necessarily are going to come out of your social media. And I would say that influencers, is going to be very rare that they're going to do a business with somebody they don't know, because it is the truth. I have a lot of followers. A lot of people out there introduce me to Monet. They send me like this big copy paste, you know, message, which is wrong. You cannot do that, because you have to be more personal. I'm not saying it cannot happen. You know, it could happen, but the approach should be like, follow that person, see what's her lifestyle, maybe comment on her post, try to have a conversation, because if they're like me, I mean, I don't know what's in their mind, but me, like, I try to interact with my people a lot, you know, and because that's part of the engagement, you know, part of the business as well, through social media. You need a good engagement, and that helps a lot when you talk to your people, you know, the followers you have. But I would say, you know, the passion that you speak, you know, about your business says a lot. Like, for me, I do not sell, I promote my business. I say, I have the greatest opportunity of your life, that you could change your life, that you could have financial independence. This is awesome. And they see how I live. They see my passion. When I promote a product, I don't say, this is the price, retail, VIP. No, I just say, oh my God, I love this product. Check my morning routine for my skincare line, you know, so they go, they see it. And it's just like, everybody could be an influencer. Everybody could be a YouTuber, anybody. Like, you guys could do it. It doesn't matter how old you are. You could just say, put your camera, your phone, and say, this is what I do. I love my products. They're vegan, you know, they're cruelty free. You could product without selling, and people are going to be like, hey, what is the product you're using? So to answer your question, that was one of the things that she really touched, because she knew I was going to promote only products that I loved. So that's one thing that you guys could do, even if they're not influencers. If you have a potential client, just send them a gift. send them, you know, and that could be your potential client or market partner. Why not? But definitely when she presented this to me, she knew I had the passion to help others. And of course, I just saw the opportunity right away.
That's really good that she saw that in you. You know, instead of just hitting up an influencer and inboxing them a copy paste, she watched you a little bit and she was like, okay, she kind of got to know like your personality and what you're about. So when she came at you with, you could help a lot of people here, that spoke to you.
Yeah.
So like another influencer out there, maybe there's another, if you get to know the influencer you're following, spend time engaging with them. Like, I'm just kind of reiterating what you were saying, some techniques to do, like create a relationship with them. So like spend time, commenting on their stories, getting in their inbox, comment on their posts, like get yourself seen in front of them and create a relationship. While you're doing that, kind of learn what they're about so that when you do present, if they're open to hearing what you have, you can there's so many ways to make our business and our products work in life. So if you can relate to what they would be looking for, when you get to know them, you could use that angle, and your angle was perfect. You were looking to help people, and boom, she hit you right in the right spot.
Yeah, so yeah. And you know what, the other thing is that we always expect, like when they send us stuff as influencers, they always expect a story mention. And when my daughter was born, oh my God, they sent me so much stuff that I had to talk on my stories and said, listen, if you guys are going to give me this because you want to give it to me, awesome, but don't have expectations, because my story, I didn't say this, but I had to talk, with certain people, because they were like, I sent you a gift, can you post me? No, I don't need to post you, because this is my business as well, and I charge. I have a feed for my stories and for my posts. This is my second business. So even if they're not influencers, like I said, even if you have, a lot of people have friends on Facebook, people that you went to school with, people that you haven't seen in 10 years. You cannot jump right away and tell them about the business. You have to, start building that relationship that you had in the past, and then maybe invite them to have a coffee, invite them to lunch, get to know that person again, establish a relationship, and then boom, you shine, you say, this is what I have. And one question I notice is the best question you could ever ask. Even if somebody you run into in an elevator, that's what I do all the time. I have actually 5 people in my team that I met in 3 different stores, and 2 in an airport, getting into the flight, and the other one when I was waiting for my luggage. People I don't know, they didn't know who I was, but I established a relationship. Then I asked, so what do you do? They tell me what they do. And then what is the question they're gonna ask? So what do you do? Right? And then boom, that's your time to talk about your business, to show excitement about your business. You could help them, you could help so many people, and you have great products. So 3 of the girls in they used to work in the retail stores, they quit already because MONAT is giving them more now. And the way I did it was, I established a conversation. Then I was like, oh my God, you're so awesome. You have such a great personality. You will be so good in the business I'm doing. Like, you could get not only a lot of money, like if you want to work hard, you could get a lot of money, but you could change your life. You could be with your daughter. Like, listen, if you ever want to quit this job, just give me a call. That's it. The next day I had a conversation during my team, doing great, so it doesn't matter where you go. If you have a lot of followers, if you have friends on Facebook or not, there's a lot of people out there in the world waiting for this opportunity.
So essentially, what you're saying is that literally the way you approach influencers is the same as you'd approach real people anyway, like the relationships and, asking the questions. So there is no real secret sauce. And that's what I wanted to hear, and what I wanted everyone else to hear. Because a lot of people, I do get questions, and people say, Amy, like I have someone I'm talking to, like, how do I talk to an influencer? Like, I get asked that a lot. And you're like one of the ultimate influencers on Instagram with 3 million followers. So, and there's the answer right there. Is, the same thing you do to talk to anyone else. And I love, what I love about you is that you built your business, like a lot of it through, being an influencer and people wanting to join you, but you still go do the work. You still go prospect people in person. You're still doing what everyone else does too.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. You're not just automating it and letting it go. You're still working your business.
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, I'm working a lot. Like, I could tell you, I've never worked so hard in my life, but I have a goal. I'm 35. By, what, in 5 years, I want to be, I want to have certain money in my bank. I want to have like impacted so many lives, and that's my goal. So I'm going to work super hard the next 5 years. And this is only a vehicle where you could do so many other businesses. It's just like, if you put the time and the work into it, this could be great. I do team calls every Monday. I do onboarding calls every Wednesday. I do Thursdays, every Thursday, opportunities calls. Like, a lot. Like, I am working so much, but you know what, when you find the passion for something, you're just gonna do it. Nobody has to tell you what to do, because you're gonna want to be the best in your business. That's what matters. Like, for me, if when I decided to be an actress, I said, I'm gonna prepare and I'm gonna be the best one in my, network, and then when I decided to join Monet, I was like, I'm going to be the best, but I'm not competing with anybody. I'm just trying to be the best of me. I want a better check this month than the month before. I want to have more market partners than the month before. I want to create more leaders than the month before. And the way I see it is, every month I just think I don't have a team. Why? Because every single month I want to create new leaders. And I think that's where, well, more than me because you've been in the business, but that's what's going to create, what's going to make your business obviously very big, right?
Mhm. Yeah, for sure. So let's touch a little bit on, there's a couple things around teamwork that I wanted to ask you about. So one thing is, like, I guess it's kind of two in one, like leading, like how do you lead a big team? But then that leads into the other question I was going to ask you about, like, what are your systems? Like you say you have systems for your team. I mean, so I'm assuming what you do with the large team is the same thing you do with a small team. So what is this system and how do you lead such a large team?
So what I do, and my people, my team also is doing it. So let's say someone is interested in the business, right? So I created one video, myself, I recorded it on Zoom, and I talk about the business opportunity. What is Monet about? Very short video. I explain, the products we have. I don't go into details about the compensation plan because it would be too long. So when somebody says, I'm interested in the business, what is it that you're doing? I send video one, business presentation. Okay. And then they say, okay, I'm interested. How do I sign up? Video number two, I did it on my Zoom. This is how you sign up. You go to, enroll, choose your product pack. Then I explain everything. That is like a 7-minute video. That's step number two. Okay, I'm in. What's my next step? Okay, I did third video, compensation plan. Myself, I went through the compensation plan. I make sure I send them that as video number three. Okay, I saw the video. What's the next step? So we do an onboarding, but to answer questions about the compensation plan. Because I was doing onboardings every single week, and that, I think it drains you a lot. I was doing like 2 or 3 like onboarding calls, and I said, okay, I can't. This is a lot. So what I do is just I every week, I have all the people that are sign up, that week, and I do the onboarding live, but they already saw the compensation plan in the video I sent. And then after that, I have a chat on Telegram because it's such a big team. I have more than 600 girls in my team. So Telegram, that's an app. I don't know if you guys know about that app. You could have as many people as you want. You could say, it is way better than the other app, like WhatsApp. You could only have like 260 something people. So everybody is there. I have rules that is very important. Like I always tell my team, listen, this is your customer service chat. If I have a problem with a customer at night or 11 at night, I cannot call Monet. Guess what? They're closed. So this is your customer service chat, and you need to respect and follow the rules, because I cannot have people texting at 4, 3 in the morning, which it was happening. I'm like, no, this is an extra. I'm helping you with this chat. And all the girls, like, they start answering questions when somebody needs help. And then what I do when somebody signs up, you guys don't really have to do that because the website it's in English. But for me, you know, they're starting to do the business, the website in Spanish. But I have a lot of documents that I send. I send training videos. I send opportunity calls. I send, you know, products documents. I send so much. Like, I had one girl that told me, you know what, I'm gonna quit because I have too much information. I was like, are you serious right now? Like, you're quitting because you're overwhelmed with such a, you know, with so much information. Thank God you have all that information, you know? I have like a folder with everything print out. I'm going to show it to you guys. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, I don't have it here, but I have everything, every document print out. I print everything from the website, the, you know, the products, everything. With the prices, I have it handy. Actually, when I leave home without my folder, I get anxiety, because if people ask me a question and I don't know it, I need to have the answer, you know, because I promote my business everywhere I go. So that's basically my system. And then I have every Monday a team call where we get together and, you know, we talk. I've been, I paid for my team with this guy. He's Peruvian and he's really good in network marketing. We just did like 10 sessions with him for my team. So I helped them because my why is very clear for me. I want to help them, and whoever takes advantage of it, they're seeing results. So I'm putting everything out there for them to grow. If they don't want to grow, they don't want to grow. One thing I don't do, I don't chase people. I don't, hey, why you're not active this month? If you're not active, you know what you need to do. Obviously, I cannot forget about the people that maybe sign up and they need help. And that's when you maybe reach out. Hey, if you ever need help, I'm here. Remember, they all know that they could contact me, my assistant, because I have an assistant who, you know, helps me with my social media as well. So that's it. That's basically my system. At the beginning, I was babysitting a lot and it drained me. And I decided not to babysit anybody anymore. If I saw in the chat somebody left, I used to run, what's going on? I used to tell my assistant, please let her know, like if does she need anything? And then I realized if she leaves, she leaves. You don't want to be part of the business, whatever, you know, this is not for everybody. But people that see that the opportunity, they absolutely take advantage of everything I'm putting there for them. And you just have to create, that's my system, because I want to grow fast, you know, and that's what has been working for me.
Yeah, I love that. I love that system. That's very clear and very easy. Step 1, step 2, step 3, they're in, and then they're, you know, that's really, really good
because
stuff.
you could send the video to 10 people at the same time instead of jumping in a phone call or meeting someone for lunch. Like, I don't do lunches anymore because it wastes my time, because I know I could be doing something else for my business. So I'm just sending the steps to 20, 30 people a day, you know? So yeah, that's even better. Even you guys, you could do it. You have 5 friends. Hey, here's the video. Let me know if you're interested, and I'll send you step number 2. Yes, okay, you guys sign up. Let's jump in the Zoom call if you have any questions.
I love it. I love it. So what's your team schedule look like during the week? Like, what does that look like? I know you mentioned a couple days of what you do, but what does it look like?
So Monday we do at 8:30, we do a team call. Why? Because people work. Not everybody has, you know, are staying home, stay home moms. So, you know, I have to do it at night. That's 8:30 Mondays, team calls. Then I do Wednesdays, I do the onboarding calls, you know, after they saw the compensation plan that it's already on a video. Then, you know, I meet with everybody like around 8:30 as well, and I answer questions. And then it all depends, because I get with some other leaders that are in the business, and we come together and do a business presentation for other people. For example, I'm doing it with everybody that asks me. Like, I have my leaders, like 12 leaders that are ranking up like every single month. They're MMBs and up. Well, I only have one market mentor, which I'm waiting for the second one. But I have them in a different chat. Why? Because they are the ones that obviously deserve my time and a little bit more of my attention, because I have the rest here that maybe, you know, they've been 3-4 months in the business and they still ask what is a VIP and what is a retail customer. They don't deserve my time because I send you a lot of information for you to figure it out. Like hello, you know, I'm doing this for you. You need to understand this is your business. So it's not that I don't pay attention to them. Of course I do. But my MMBs and up, I have a different training for them. So I just paid with the same guy a training for them that it's about leadership. You know, it's about how are you going to make your team better. But on the other hand, I'm having a private session with him because I'm a leader and I need to know what to give them, right? So, and this is new for me. I've been only doing this for 5 months. I've never did any network marketing before. So there's a lot for me, you know, that I have to learn. I went to Eric Worre conference, the network conference. I'm going to go to the women's network conference in Vegas. Like, I am really trying to learn as much as I can because that's the only way. And this is not, it's not only about learning or reading books about network marketing. It is a lot of personal development. It's about how to treat people. It's about how to be a leader because it's not easy. And even if you have 1 person, 2 person in your team, they're going to follow your steps. So if they see you're working hard, they're going to work hard. If you're doing a Zoom and you log into your back office and you don't even have 500 points, how are they going to follow you? You know, you need to be an example. You need to hit at least 5,000 points each month in your personal volume. So that's how you're going to get people to put the hard work. My people see, I don't stop. You know, I wake up every single morning at 5 a.m. Why? Because that's what's going to make me great in this business. And my personal life, I have time for me. I read, I have my coffee, I go to the gym, I come back, I shower, I sit down in the computer. My mom leaves at 4:30, which she helps me with my daughter. Then I have time with my daughter. Then my husband comes, or I put her to sleep, and then I jump in Zoom meetings. So that's really what I do. I work a lot. And I'm not doing this for the money. Thank God. Like, I had a great career, you know, money wise, I'm okay. I'm stable. And my husband is, we're good. So it's not about that. But of course I want extra money. Of course I want to be a millionaire. Absolutely. And if I could help people be a millionaire as well, I mean, this is the best gig ever.
Yeah, for sure. So what would you say to those people that, you know, on Instagram, they don't have a huge following? Like, do you have any tips for social media on how they can grow their following or how they can work our business, you know, through Instagram and, you know, Facebook? But, you know, like, do you have any tips for them? Anyone that's on today that might be like, I want to work my business, but I'm kind of stuck. Like, how, you know, any little tips to help them?
Absolutely. Well, one thing, like I said, don't sell. Just recommend. Don't post any pictures about like only the products. People want to see you. People are going to relate to you. So what I tell my team, listen, it doesn't matter if you have 10 followers. If they're following you, it's because they're connecting with you. So go out there, share your story, share why you're doing MONAT. Even though if you haven't had results, you know, there's a lot of people in the business that have results. Tell their stories, tell their journeys, and, you know, just speak from your heart and say, this is what I'm doing because I want to be successful. I want to have independence, freedom. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to have time with my kids, with my husband. I want to travel the world. Whatever you want to say, or the reason you really joined this business, just say it, because there's a lot of people that are going to connect with you. And then, you know, you could talk about the products, you know, talk about the products or put a picture with your face. It doesn't matter if you don't like to be out there on social media, you have to, because like I said, people is not going to connect with the product. People is going to connect with you. And then your Instagram should be public. It cannot be private, because obviously then if you put hashtags, which are very, very important every time you post, put hashtags, MONAT or vegan products or hairstyle, whatever it is. Why? Because people are going to go hashtags and they follow the hashtags. And then if you're private, they're not going to see your posts or your stories. So that's very, very important. And, like I said, is this is our vehicle. Social media these days is huge. It is huge. And it's the same thing. You're not going to send your friend a picture of a product, a shampoo. No, you're going to send her a voice message, or maybe you're going to jump in a call with her. Hey, love, I have this product. Let me see. Let me know if you want to try it. If you want some discount, I could show you how you get a discount, but you're going to talk to her. You're not going to just send her a picture. So it's the same thing with social media. Just talk about the product. You need to have it in your hand and just talk about how amazing it is.
I think that's really valid. So before, we won't keep you too much longer because we really value your time. So you dropped a lot of nuggets for me, so I'm really excited to have learned some things from you. So I just wanted to see if there's anyone that had any questions. I'll go into the chat, and if anyone wants to ask a question.
Ximena.
Like Ximena? Ximena?
Yes.
If you want to ask her a question, she's right here. Don't be shy. And then we'll let you go on your day. While we're waiting for the questions to pop up, is there anything else that you want to kind of share or say with us today?
Yeah, actually, I wanted to tell you that it is very important that you guys not only use your social media for MONAT. People want to relate with your lifestyle. You could go to Starbucks and say how awesome this coffee is. You could go to a restaurant, share where the restaurant is. You go to a nail salon, you share your nail salon. You show a little bit of your life, and then you introduce MONAT, as part of your lifestyle. So it's not like, she's only selling or promoting. MONAT is part of your life, and that's how you're gonna integrate it into your life, your stories. And you just have to make sure people start seeing the difference of your hair. Let's say, oh my God, my hair is a mess. I'm gonna take a shower and I'm gonna show you how beautiful it's gonna end up being, and you just do it. This product is amazing, and you just don't even say the name, and people are going to be like, oh, what is it that you're using, like I said before. But yeah, just try to be very dynamic in your social media, because that's going to help a lot. People don't like when they're selling and selling and selling and selling. That's not what's going to get your engagement up.
Right. Yeah, I think that's definitely very valid. Is definitely sprinkling in the MONAT in there, but really just sharing your life. People are going to buy into you before they buy into the business. I always say people do business with people they like, know, and trust. And so if you're just a walking advertisement all the time, constantly posting flash sales and product info, they're not going to, unless they're the 1% of people that are looking for that actual product, it's just not going to be a way to build a business. You need to really build, on yourself. Yeah. All right, so we got some questions coming through. So Jen Edwards says, so much good information. Thank you for taking the time to chat with us. You're welcome, Jen. And from Lynn, did you personally know your sponsor, or was she a follower? Oh, good question.
That's a great question. Actually, so I didn't know her that much as a friend. Now, of course, we're really good friends, but I used to do business with her. So she's very smart. So she has another brand that she managed with her sister. I don't know how to say it in English, but those in Spanish is fajas. There's some things that you put and you make your stomach like be a little bit more like, not skinny, but it's like those things that you put on to to look skinnier, let's say. I don't know the name in English. So anyways,
yeah,
like spandex, like something like that, I would say. Okay, so anyways, when I gave birth, she followed me and she sent me, I don't know how she figured out where I lived, and she sent me the products as a gift when I gave birth. So I used the product and I loved them. Like I really did. I was like, oh my God. And of course I said, I'm not going to promote, if you did it because you wanted to do it, great. And then she was like, no, I want to do business with you. And then, okay, this is my price for a story. This is my price for a post. And then she was like, no, I want to do something else. Like I want to give you a commission out of the sale. So anyways, fast forward, we're doing 50%, right? 50 and 50. And we've been working on this for the past 2 years. She's great. She's awesome. And she knew, because we had conversations about business, how I wanted to impact girls and women out there and all of that. And then that's how she asked me if I could have lunch with her. And then I was like, okay, I don't really have much time. Can we talk about business, over a phone call? And she's like, no, I want to go have lunch with you because I want to introduce you somebody. So I was like, okay, fine, whatever. And she wanted to give me the product, and I was like, okay, good. So we met, we had lunch, and she brought with her Joe. I don't know if you remember her. She spoke in Grand Cayman.
Joe Irigoyen.
Yes. So she went to lunch with her. So of course my upline, she started the business 2 weeks before I did. So she had no idea about the business. So she had no results. And then she went with Joe, which, she had in the business 15 months. And the first question I asked, how much you get, what's your check look like? She answered me. I was like, okay, that's good. And she doesn't have millions of followers. And if she could do it, I could do it, right? So she was really smart. She brought something with results. And I was like, okay, this is great. And like I said before, I know my upline because we did business before. So.
And before you did business with her there, though, she was a follower on you on Facebook. So she got through to you through another product, just being a follower.
Just by sending me the product, which I loved. And I looked skinnier after 6 months. I was like, okay, this really works. And then that's when, we started doing business together. But like I said, if you want to send an influencer a product, send it to them. And don't be cheap. Just send them a lot of products. If they have dogs, if they have kids, like send the entire line, because they're going to fall in love with the products. And guess what? Even if they don't come into business with you, they're going to be your VIP customer for life. And of course, they're gonna start doing the business, I'm sure. But I'm gonna tell you something. Not necessarily because we have millions of followers means that we're gonna be successful in this business. Because I have already 3 influencers. Only one really is putting the hard work. The other 2, they're like, I can't do this. This is too much. I don't have time. So my runners, my 12 leaders right now, they're not influencers. So, let's say my upline got lucky because she never thought, and she always says to me, I never thought you were going to be this good, or you're going to put the hard work, and it is what it is. You could be surprised.
Yeah, for sure.
Not everybody's hungry. I'm hungry.
Yeah. Well, you could have a following of 3 million people, but if they're not engaged, or if you're not going to put the work in, it doesn't mean that you would automatically be successful. Like, followers doesn't actually equal business. A lot of people think that they need to have more followers to have better business, results, but you could have a small following, and if you have a highly engaged audience, you could really kill it. And like you said, your girls, you got 12 girls on your front line that are not influencers, and they're rocking the business.
Yeah. And it's also good if you're gonna send something to an influencer and you think they're gonna be interested in the future. Very important that you tell them about this system that I created, just because it's gonna be easy for them. Like, I have one influencer that she's in now, and she's so grateful because she's like, oh my God, without this system, I wouldn't do what I'm doing. And she already has like 50 people on her team. She joined 2 weeks ago. But why? Because I sat with her, we did a Zoom meeting with the business presentation. And then we did an onboarding, even though she has no idea, about, the business, but I helped her. Why? Because I know if she grows and she has a system, she's going to grow, and I'm going to grow.
So that video number 1, is that your new market partner and you guys together doing the business presentation? Or is it you just recorded it yourself once and you give it to your people to do? Or do you teach them to do their own to give to people?
So when they start, I send them all my systems, all my videos. And what I say to them is, make sure when you feel ready to do it yourself, you do it yourself, because people want to connect with you. Although there's they say that it helps them when they send the video that I'm in, because it gives the people that they're trying to get into the business credibility or whatever it is, so they could choose. In this case, this influencer that she's in the business now, that she started 2 weeks ago, eventually I'm sure she's going to do her own thing. You know, like I started doing a video with Joe, for example, the compensation plan. And then I did it myself because I don't need Joe in my videos. You know, I just do it myself. So they could use it if they want, of course.
I think that's a really simple system that everyone should think about. I really do think that's really huge, because that's time leverage for everybody when they're prospecting. Is, you know, if you're a leader and you have a team, like you could start off by doing your own video right now of the business presentation and then give that to your team to use. And then once your team is ready, whoever steps up in leadership and is ready to do their own, then they can do their own, and you duplicate that. That's very simple to do. What a great system. And then video number 2, okay, you're ready to sign up. Here it is, like the little, you know, that's fantastic. And then video 3 is the comp plan. Question, yeah. question, automation. It's like, it's a great system. Wow. Like, I know we've thought about this before. I know these ideas have floated around in our head before, but we haven't actually put it into use. So, you know, to see that this is what you're doing at this level, and like, this is how you're teaching your team to kind of, you know, use their own gifts and build their business. Like, you use yours first, obviously, but, you know, encourage them to do their own once they're ready. Like, this is a great system, because you could prospect a gazillion people really quickly, and each person, you just move along the videos in each level when they're ready, and eventually they get in, and then boom, you have the big onboarding call questions. And I love the criteria that in order to get on the onboarding call, you have to have completed that last video, watch the comp plan before you get on this video. Like, that's amazing. It moves everybody along perfectly.
That's my rule. Yeah. If you haven't watched the onboarding call, don't even jump in the Zoom call, because you're going to be lost, you know?
Yeah. Like, honestly, you guys, if there's anything you take away from this call, except for Ximena is like amazing. Ximena is like crazy amazing. But like this right here, you guys, is a system. This is what we've been looking for. It's like, what's your system? Well, this is what, you know, that you're doing, and you've been rocking this. Like, you came in, you saw what we're doing, you figured it out really quickly, and now you're automating it. But it's like a personal automation, not like a copy paste. Here's a script that's copy paste. It's like, use your face, use your personality, because people are attracted to you. Do this, this, and this. Off you go. Build. It's like, I'm telling you.
Even the video, when you're going to teach people how to enroll, you need to do it, even though you're not in the video, but you need to log in into your link, right? So it needs to be personal. And even though if you don't want to put your face in the video, you just say, okay, these are the steps to enroll as a market partner. You go to my link. That's it.
Just show the link and show the screen. You don't even have to put your face in it.
Yeah.
This is honestly the biggest nugget. I think, like, everything was awesome, but this nugget was like my favorite of all the nuggets. So I'm just like highlighting that right now. Like,
that's awesome. I'm glad I could help.
Honestly, thank you. And so there's a question here. What all do you include in your first video? What topics do you cover in video number 1?
So I talk about what is MONAT, of course, that we have, you know, products that everybody uses. That is not about, I mean, I don't really say this too much, but it is the truth. And I have it in my presentation video. It's not that you're going to have to go sell products to be skinnier, or products to, I don't know, to use for in the kitchen. You know, this is simple products. Everybody takes a shower. Everybody needs to wash their hair, you know, and, you know, we have Skin Line, we have for the kids, we have for the dogs. They're vegan. I explained a little bit about the business. We only, you know, we've been in the market for 5 years. It's only in 5 countries, which is great. That's a very selling point, because people that have been in network marketing, they know when you start with a company, this is when you need to jump in, because we're the ones that people in 10 years are going to say, you know, oh, Donna, Ashley they became millionaires out of MONAT. Why? Because they started with the business, which is going to make, it's not easier, but not everybody knows about MONAT. So we're like the first one. So I include that. I tell, you know, I say we get paid in 10 different ways, but I'm going to tell you 3 simple ways. You know, we get paid out of customers 30 or 50%, and we get, you know, bonus out of market partners, people that want to join the business. And I say, you know, how much we get paid for each product packed. And then, you know, I just talk about the business, my why, you know, why I'm doing this, because I want to help people. And I just tell a little bit of stories around me, my team, you know, that I have 3 girls, different girls that quit their job the third week they were in the business because they really saw the opportunity. And I just talk about a little bit of myself, and I just say about, you know, one important point is that they're going to have their website. You know, how much does it cost you to do a website if you want to do another business? It's not going to be less than $5,000. So here you sign up, you have a beautiful back office, you have your link that you're going to share. You don't need inventory. You don't need to be selling shampoos, like knocking on doors. Hey, I have shampoos, conditioner. No, you have your link. You're going to share it. That's it. So I make it very short. Like I try to be, it is, I think, like 10 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, because you want to get people engaged. You want to talk with passion. You want to talk like, this is really the opportunity of your life. So that's my video number 1.
Okay, that's wonderful. Would it as like a bonus, like to put you on the spot, after we're hung up, would you share your videos with us so we could watch and learn from
They're
you?
in Spanish.
Oh, they're in Spanish. Shoot, I thought you were in English.
But I did. Actually, I have one in English, but I did it with 2 more. I think it was 2 or 3 more letters. Like we got together and we did it in English. Because obviously I'm not that comfortable with myself doing it in English. So which is, listen, that's also one thing that you guys could do. You know, you could do it, like 3 of you could do it, and you guys do a business presentation, very short, tell your stories, and that's the video you're gonna send. If you don't want to do it just yourself, you use your upline for that as well. But I have one business presentation that I could send to you, and then I have my onboarding, but I did it live. So I'm a little, I mean, I didn't send it to you, but just, you know, I started the business like 3 weeks after I did that video, but I could send it to you, not a problem.
And then like the comp plan video is straightforward. Like everyone can log in and, or not comp plan, like signing up, that's straightforward. I mean, if you wanted to send that, you could, just to show people for inspiration, but I would love to have your 3 steps, whatever you have in English, just to show, you know, to help people out for inspiration. I think they'd like that.
Of course, I'll send it to you. And we also have, I'm sure you have that, the Facebook group that I post a lot of, you know, material there that people could watch. So that's
I have a girl asking, she wants the Spanish version too, because she's Spanish.
Oh, okay, I'll send it to you.
Okay. You're so sweet. And they'll just post them in the team page. So
okay, that's awesome. I will.
Okay. Oh, you guys are good. I think they want it in Spanish as well. So that works out well. So yeah, we'll take both versions. We'll take it all.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, you have been a complete pleasure. It was such an honor getting to know you, and you're just so sweet and so wonderful and so giving. So honestly, thank you for your time. And if there's anything I can do to repay, let me know. I'm happy. I'm here for you as well. So, you know.
It was my pleasure, and thank you for having me. And I wish you all the best, because we are definitely in the best business ever. You guys know the compensation plan is made for you, for us to get $1 million a month out of the compensation plan.
Yes, that's what they said. Our comp plan is not capped. It's designed. They said this from their mouth. Our comp plan is designed for every single person to have the ability to make $1 million if they so choose. It's there. So it's just up to you if you want to push through and just go and do it. So
I don't know about you, but I'm going there.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. You too. Bye, guys.
Bye.